What is going on, interwebs? Another fucking video for Elder Scrolls Online and the Halloween event. I realized a lot of people were farming the shit out of these fucking plunder skulls, and so many people are camping delve bosses. I decided that I was going to make a video of how I farm. I'm probably going to ruin it for myself now that I'm putting it out there on the YouTubes, but I feel for the people who are like me that can't fucking get anywhere because all these fucking high-level people just 1 to 2 shotting bosses and shit in delves. But I don't fuck with delves anymore. I've also learned that these just random events, actually the boss that spawns at the end of these things also drops plunder skulls. You know, sometimes like this portal appears on the ground and people from Malak Bal's realm warp in and shit. Just like this right here. Well, the boss at the end also drops plunder skulls. So this is Dasan, whatever you want to call it. It is in the Ebonheart Pack campaign. Sorry, it's just where I am on this character. If you're not there or you don't have a character there, I'm sorry. But this is the farm I use. You can see the portal up there in the sky on the top of the screen. The Spider Daedra. That is the boss. The boss for these type of things has that weird shit on the side of their health bar. But this farming route I use gets me the most amount of plunder skulls the fastest for me. Now there's probably other videos out there in different regions, specific to certain places in regions to cover where everybody can farm. But for me personally, where I am in the story for this character, which is a Dominion character, I completed everything for him, so I'm going through the Ebonheart. There's the plunder skull. This is the fastest way for me to farm plunder skulls. Now, this is Dashan, whatever the hell you want to call it. It is the first area you come to in that fucking map. There is a boss here, Short Tusk. Just for easy markers, because the town is like right next to this fucking place. And if you want to rewind the video and go back to the beginning, you can actually see on the map where I am. It's right at the fucking beginning. But this boss, like most and all bosses at these fucking Jolly Roger, I'm just going to call him a Jolly Roger. I did it in a different video. But these Jolly Roger markers that you can see on my compass sometimes, these bosses drop plunder skulls. I just realized that those portal bosses drop plunder skulls. And the Dark Anchors drop plunder skulls. Delves drop plunder skulls. Now, he didn't drop it for me this time because he's an asshole. And I've already beat him the first time already. But these two things are right close to each other. That's where the fucking portal spawns. The boss at the Jolly Roger thing is right next to it. And if you follow this path I'm taking, it takes you directly to I guess you could call it a group dungeon. It's not really a group dungeon because you can solo it. But the Forgotten Crypts is right down this road. Those bosses should drop plunder skulls. You can see it to the left there. And there's my map. There's the paths that I take for the portal and the main boss. There's the crypts. There's the dolmen. There's the delve. They're all in relative terms very close to each other. I personally don't go in there. I haven't been in the crypts. I don't go in there. Those bosses relatively spawn fast, I'm guessing, depending on who's dead and who's alive. So I guess you could just do rounds in there if you don't want to do this. I get here, the dolmen spawns. It takes me a bit to kill all these fucking dudes.
Bring for blood. Bind this world with realm.
So this comes down. And obviously, you kill everyone here, you kill the boss at the end, you get a plunder skull. Maybe. It is random chance, though I still maintain, like, the first time you clear an area... Sorry, I got burps. Ooh, shit. I still maintain the first time you clear an area that you get a plunder skull. Always, because it's always given me one. I don't know if that's the case, but in my own experience... Every time I've come to a new place with a boss, a dolmen, a delve, a Jolly Roger, it's always given me, even that fucking portal the first time I cleared it, the boss gave me a plunder skull. Every time. In my own personal experience. So I don't know if it's 100% guaranteed the first time you kill that boss and clear the area, or what. But again, in my own personal experience, I just want to make that clear. I'm not saying it's 100% guaranteed, but in my own personal experience, I've always gotten a plunder skull my first clear. But this is just my farming path. Everyone has their own way. Everyone, you know, has their own thing to do, depending on the level they are. And this is not my best showing for combat. My build isn't where I want it to be yet, and I need to buy a respec token. Fuck knows when that's gonna be. Because I have skill points and skills that I don't even fucking use anymore. Mostly acid spray and magnum shot. I don't even use those. So I need to use a respec token, but I don't have the money to get one. So forgive my lack of skills. I don't even have an ultimate on either skill bar. That's how sad it is. But my path that I take, and this is gonna vary because there's people farming these things all the time. I personally go back to the major city, Davin's Watch, to unload all this shit into the bank. You know, the fucking crafting materials, clear out items that I use for dismantling, for experience in my crafting skill trees, yada yada yada, etc etc. Dump the shit off at the bank, whatever, what have you. But this path I'm taking, the portal and the Jolly Roger boss, Short Tusk, can be cleared twice. The portal, you clear the portal, then you clear the Jolly Roger, then you wait, and the portal respawns, or you could go to the delve and test your luck there, but I'm sure there's people camping the shit out of that boss. But the portal, the summoning portal, whatever you want to call it, right next to Short Tusk, you can clear that portal and Short Tusk twice before this dolmen pops. And that's going to vary on your speed and how fast you kill both the portal and Short Tusk. Otherwise, you know, if there's people here, this might pop sooner. But just keep an eye on it. You can easily turn the camera and just look up in the sky and see if the anchor's in the sky. And if it is in the sky, you can either, you know, bail on Short Tusk or bail on the portal, whichever one you're doing, and just come here to the dolmen and try to make a dead sprint back. But in my abilities, I can clear the portal and Short Tusk each twice. So that's 2 portals and 2 Short Tusks, and then the dolmen pops, this anchor, dolmen, whatever the hell you want to call it. This pops, I hop on my horse, which is at 31% speed, but I hop on my horse and I make a mad dash here. I clear this, and then I make a mad dash back to the portal, because by the time you finish this, depending on the speed of which everyone here, or if you're by yourself, kills and clears this anchor or dolmen, again, whatever the hell you want to call it, the portal should have respawned. So by the time you get back to the portal, it'll pop, shit'll be shot down to the ground, you can kill that, and by the time you kill that, Short Tusk should have respawned. Maybe. Again, it depends on how fast you kill the shit. You might have to wait a minute or two. But either way, right around the time you finish that portal way back there, towards town, Short Tusk should have respawned. You kill him, then you just wait. You can open your plunder skulls, manage your inventory, check out YouTube, whatever you want for about, I'd say 5 minutes maybe. And then you go back, make sure the portal's popped. If it hasn't, walk up to it, maybe it'll pop then. And if it does pop, again, clear everything. By that time, Short Tusk should have spawned. You kill Short Tusk, and by that time, this should be ready to go. So it's a super fast, super easy farming path that I use, and again, I might be fucking it for myself, because if I put this out there, a lot of people might start using it. But I know a lot of people are having trouble getting these fucking skulls because of everyone camping everything everywhere. And I still see it. When I cleared that delve that's right next to this, there were like 6 people just sitting in there waiting for that woman to respawn. I say woman, but it's a fucking ghost. But her name is Lady something, so she's a lady. But there were like 6 people just waiting in there for her to respawn. So, camping delves, not the best idea, because again, you have to put damage in. At least here, the only one you might have an issue with is Short Tusk. Because I imagine you could put in enough damage in the dolmen and the fucking portal for it to register that you actually took part in it and to actually give you rewards. Short Tusk, that's up in the air because that's one single thing, and if you're not there in time and there's like 6 people there, all high levels, and they just fucking obliterate him, you're kind of fucked. But this is just my path. And I kind of want to show you this too because I wanted to talk about the crafting motifs and the shit that you can get during this. Yes, you can get Hollowjack crafting motifs and recipes. Blue, green. I don't think there's a purple recipe. Actually, yeah, there is. The Witch's Punch. And see, by the time I get back, the portal popped. There's recipes, there's the crafting motifs, but a lot of people might not know, and I've seen a couple YouTube videos on this, that there are Halloween masks that come out of these plunder skulls, and there is at least one crafting recipe that I know of that is of, I don't know what you call it, legendary tier? It's yellow, gold, whatever. I don't expressly know what they call it. Again, this, let's see if I can pronounce this correctly. Zivalai? Zivalai? I'm assuming the X sounds like a Z. But, a lot of people might not know that you can get this stuff. And I've seen a couple videos on YouTube. I saw one where a guy got a scarecrow mask, and he didn't drop the plunder skull for me this time. But rest assured, they do drop those. One guy got a scarecrow mask, and another guy got a pumpkin mask. And if I get extras... Now, I've been just selling my Hollowjack motifs to merchants, which a lot of people might be like, oh god, what the fuck are you doing? I'm not in a guild, and apparently, I don't know why ZeniMax made it this way. The only way to sell shit in this game is through a guild store, which I find stupid and kind of weird. At least put in an auction house or something, or let us make a fucking stall that we can go AFK in. You know, sell something in the crown store for like 100 crowns that lets us, or however many crowns, you know, like 100 crowns for like 10 inventory slots with shit that we can sell, or going up in crowns that lets us expand how much shit we can sell. And it's like, I actually got the fucking scarecrow mask when I was recording this. I was gonna end it after I killed Tusk, but I got the fucking scarecrow mask, and I was like, that's staying in. I'm not the luckiest when it comes to these MMOs and shit, like RNG wise, so I was like super fucking happy that I got that. But my original point is, I've been selling these motifs because I've gotten them all, as you'll see here in a minute. I've been selling these things, and I don't want to. The recipes are one thing. The recipes show up more than anything, I feel like. So I'll probably just still sell those, except one. If I get extras of a scarecrow... If I get another scarecrow mask, because this one's going to me, I'm sorry guys. If I get another scarecrow mask, or another golden recipe, and you'll see here in a minute what recipe I'm talking about. It's like Bloody Mara or something. It's a really good fucking recipe too. But if I get another one, I've already learned it. I've learned the recipe. So I have a spare gold recipe, as you'll see here in a minute. It's in my bank. If I get a spare scarecrow mask, if I get a pumpkin mask, again, that one's going to me. But if I get a spare pumpkin mask and a spare scarecrow mask, I'm gonna do a giveaway. Yeah, I'm gonna do a giveaway. Let's start it right now. I've got a spare golden recipe if anyone wants it. So just leave a comment down below that you want the spare golden recipe. It's Bloody Mara. I don't care what you do with it. You can use it to your own provisioning, or you could sell it for buku bucks or whatever. I have no means to sell it because I'm not in a guild. It's a giveaway. If I get another pumpkin mask, or if I get another scarecrow mask, I'll make an update video and I'll do a giveaway for that. But for right now, in this video, to reward you guys who made it to the end, and to kind of give back to you guys, because, you know, I wouldn't even have my channel if it wasn't for you guys, and it wouldn't be as successful as it is if it wasn't for you guys. Leave a comment down below saying that you want to be entered. Just be like, enter me in the contest, or whatever the hell, and I will draw, I'll write down all your names, and I will enter it at random. Well, I'll put it like, I'll write all your names down, and I'll pick them out of a hat randomly.
How can I?
And whoever gets it, gets it. You can do whatever you want with it. You can sell it. You can keep it. You can use it yourself, because I think it's a really decent recipe. And then here it is right there. Double Bloody Mara recipe. I've already learned it, but it increases your max magicka, max health for 2 hours. Well, it's based on your level. But, you know, however long for however much. I think it's a really good one. Maybe not good for you vampires out there, because I know you gotta be, like, completely vamped out to be decent. And it does sate vampires. But it's a giveaway. And if I get another scarecrow mask, and if I get a duplicate of the pumpkin mask, I will do a giveaway for those, respectively. But again, to reward you guys, and to reward the people who made it at the end, and to say thank you for being my subscribers and helping me grow my channel, just leave a comment down below, enter me in the contest, or something like that, and I'll write down all your names, put it in a bucket, a hat, a sack, a pillowcase, whatever I have on hand, and I will draw your name at random, and I will... I'll get a hold of you somehow. I'll make an update video as to who won. How about that? But that's it for this video. See you later.